Anybody up for an art challenge? This one's different though. So I recently just did a ink video where I did an illustration with my watercolor inks and my acrylic inks, and you can see the difference. But anyhow, but not all my inks got love, you know what I mean? So instead of doing an illustration of all these that I had left, I'm going to illustration highlighting one of them. Basically, it's kind of like the one marker challenge, but instead of a marker, I'm using my favorite medium ink. Inks, acrylic ink specifically, because I used all my watercolor inks in the last one, so I don't need to highlight any of those. I mean, I use them plenty enough. I don't need to highlight any of them. So here we go. We're showing some love to my inks that did not get love. I don't know if you can hear me through all the cycling. But anyhow, so I'm going to close my eyes. I should put them in a box and stir them around. And then pick one. So yeah. Ooh, you don't want to go anywhere. This one, what color is this? Oh, it's umber. I'm really nervous getting the transparent umber. And sienna, I'm also getting very reflex green because it's also very transparent and very bright. Here we go. I can tell I have two speedball because they shape differently. This is Amsterdam. I could tell what I'm. That's the only thing, but I don't know color. No, I'm gonna go with my Liquix. Ooh, I did not go with Liquix. I go with Similar. Okay, and it is purple deep magenta. Okay, so that's my color. I'm very surprised about my choice. I was expecting to pick a Liquix. Now that I was purposely feeling around for it, but these all really do feel the same, huh? Look at this. But okay. You see this one? Yeah. The only thing that feels different about this is the flat part. So yeah, so abstract, similar. Time to get illustrating. Oh, and it's my favorite color-ish, kind of. This is purple, so hey. Oh wait, I can't read. This is paupier. Yeah. Okay, so oh, it's made in France. I did not know that either. Okay, so stop dwaddling. Let me get my SketchUp, stop making thumbnails and ideas, and making an illustration. A very simple sketch, if you don't mind. So first thing first, let's test out how this color looks. It looks like it's going to be a nice rich pinkish purple as usual color, what I would expect from magenta. I mean, I did swatch before for my ink video, but I don't remember. So yeah, it was like a pinkish purple. This color. So I want to go with something based off of that. Initially, when I first think of magenta, I automatically think purple. I don't know why. But anyhow, which thinks of either A, royalty, or B, something very sad or depressing. I don't know. I'm going with the sad, depressing route. But hey, maybe that's me. And it's a very sunny day, so I don't know why. Do I want to do a background? I also like doing like hair because I like wearing purple wigs. So maybe something like hairy, hair related. Ooh, and it's also food. There's some purple food, like I don't know, grapes, taro. That's purple. Grape soda. Different candies. I don't know what else is purple, but yeah. So I'm going to just like thumbnailing these sketches real quickly. What else is purple? I should quickly look that up. Like a taro bag. I like that idea. Really quickly. That's purple. What food is purple? So I'm just gonna Google search that real quick. Come on. Purple food. Oh wait, stupid. Purple food. Potatoes, grapes, carrots. Oh, blueberry? Oh yeah, I forgot about beets. Beets are purple, green things on top. Red cabbage. Oh, eggplant. And mulberry. How can I forget mulberry? I don't put blueberry because they're more bluish than purple when you squish them. But yeah, okay, so taro, eggplant, blackberry. It does look elderberries. There's a lot of berries. Berry. Plum. There's a lot of purple food. Ugh. I can get plum. And I can draw a plum, so I just drew a circle with a thing on the top, like you can tell. Color purple is a plum. So yeah, maybe I'll get the food route. We have 2 people. Oh wait, that's wrong thing. Okay, so vertical setup, because I'm gonna do it on this page. Let me not make it too big. I want some room so I could at least sketch out the bodies. So yeah, vertical. I could do like some wearing. I don't know. Maybe I could do grape. But I also like thinking like an eggplant dress. How would that look? And then like accessory would be like, oh no, I want to keep the taro bag or the purple potato there you go bag, and then another one wearing like a beat dress, beat like dress or beat like clothes. How that will look. I like that idea. And also her accessory will be a plum accessories. I like that. So I'm gonna do quick sketches and studies. Maybe my other sketchbook first, and I'll come back and do it on this one. And plus I have to go upstairs for a while, so be back in a sec. Okay, so I have my design down. I don't have the layout. I didn't do the layout yet. I'm gonna do the layout now, but I have the idea of the design, the clothing that I want to do for this challenge. And I've been really food crazy lately. Well, not really food crazy, but lately food has been on my mind since I have done like 3 illustrations concerning like food. So yeah, so this is like my 3rd one concerning food. Well, technically one of them was a study, but I will still consider it. Sorry if it's loud. So, the tree in the backyard is being mowed down. I have no control over that. I apologize. So anyhow, so I'm gonna try to get the layout idea down of my oh, that worked with me on time. With my illustration of the, I just used it to look like this. Just bear with it. There we go. So I just want to get the layout down. I'm going to just do 2 just in case. Layouts. That's a little thicker. Yeah, actually the page is kind of thick, so I can make it thicker. It's not narrow. Alright, so I want, one girl's gonna be tall. She's the beets, so she could be tall. The one short, she's the plum. And I kept it, and I did this sketch, and like to be honest, I was working on something else instead of this, and in a matter of seconds I just quickly scribbled something down, but I like it. fit the theme I'm going for of this this pinkish purple color. Although it's like that purple, I still consider it a bit on the pink purple side. And like she had like her hair goes like this, kind of matches her dress. She's standing on that leg. This leg is coming out. She has like, I want to show her jewelry. She has purple jewelry on one side and a handbag in this one. It's a long one with long shoes. It just look awkward if I didn't fill it out. And dress come out like that. Made that curly because it looks awkward sitting like that on her head. Okay. The other girl. Her legs are out this way. Since she's a skinnier dress, her thinner dress, she put her hands on her hip. Her dress and top is like round because it's beads. And it flares out on the bottom, which looks very pretty. And it's also a bit see-through on the bottom, so just keep that in mind. I was conflicting in either I should make this look more like fruit or the food. And I'm illustrating on more like fabric, and I'm going towards more the fabric route. More the fashion illustration route. I love the fashion illustration. I think that's where I started liking ink too. Experimenting on inks. We also the first time I used water, but well, not really first time using it. First time aware of water-based markers, and first time I used Tombow. Back then it was black ink, and I started experimenting in other color inks, which I learned about Dr. Martin's translucent watercolors, which is more watercolor than actual is considered a watercolor ink. Liquid watercolor, there you go. But I didn't know this then until now. Liquid watercolors are more dye based than pigment based. That's why they're not life acid. I only learned it recently when I was watching a YouTuber who told us. I'll see if I can remember where I watched that. It's been a while. I forgot the name. It starts with M. That's all I remember is the M, and that's probably O somewhere in the name. So that's very big. So I want more fit inside the canvas, so maybe make it smaller. I still like an idea on this side. And I'm only using one color, so I gotta do my best to make this all look. And instead of doing one figure, which would probably have been easier on myself, I am doing two. And she also has a purse, so she gotta show that purse too. So make sure to show the towel purse. And I want to make it more friendly and free. Oh, she's supposed to be shorter, like a almost. To also show the personality of the clothes. Not only of the sort of personality of the clothes. So like more free and loose. She's more vegetables. She's more fruits. She also had like a mulberry bag and like mulberry shoes and plum dress. I think that's it. Yeah, just and grape. And grape bracelet. Well, she has beet dress, towel purse, and eggplant shoes. She has mulberry shoes and mulberry purse. And her hair is more curly and wild and free, and hers is like tight and uniform in a ponytail. And then like something could go around them if I have enough room, like circles, something, and make a light wash of the background. I'm putting a lot of water on this paper, and I don't even know if this paper can take a lot of water. I don't think it could take a lot of water. But you know what? It's going to today. Okay. I need a bigger brush. And I need to start sketching down. So I'm going to get my color pencils and start sketching and then color. Wish me luck. Maybe before I jump in, maybe I should test out the color comp first too. You know, where's my paintbrush? This is my paintbrush. Quick colors wash thingy majig, whatever you want to call it. Like darker, maybe darker than that. And then I want to make them, I'll make her light skin, but not that light. Not the, well, she could be that light. And then, well, it's half see-through, so that part is going to be see-through, the topper part. Her hair would be darker. And so with the dress, it's still see-through. And her pants would be the darkest. On her, and a little bit darker than that. The other girl, I want a little bit the opposite. I want her face to be darker, her skin. You can see her legs. This is and then her hair would be pretty dark. This would be dark, and then her hair would be dark. So I gotta be careful of that. Don't want too much overlapping. Her dress will be a bit light. Well, dress will cover her legs. Would be light to a darker gradient of flowers in the bottom, like that. Kind of like a gradient to lightest to darkest. And then purse could also be, I don't know what color her purse would be. But they are the most darkest figures on there. That should be the focus. The background light, and I'll try to get as much, yeah, I don't think this paper would take a lot of water. As much gradient I could get from them. But you know, I'll try my best. Ugh. What's up, what's up, what's up? Gabby Voice here, and I don't want to take this, I don't want this to last forever long, so let's make it 10, maybe 12 minutes. That's actually a very long time. I'm thinking about it. So, as I said before, I didn't take very long. I just threw this down. Originally, like, after doing the initial little thumbnail I did earlier, I decided to match it up with fruits with fruits, vegetables with vegetables. Makes more sense, right? And I just like took the vegetables and the fruit, picked the vegetable and fruit that makes more sense in the shape of a clothing. And I don't know why, but lately I feel like I'm not taking enough breaths. As I talk, like I'm holding in my breath while I'm talking. Not breathing and talking in the same time. So, as I was saying before, what was I saying before actually? Oh yeah, and the when I did a color composition, I had a general idea, but I didn't really stick with it anyway in the end. So yeah, and it was just two girls, so I just kept them standing. Basically, I going in, this was a bit harder than I would thought it would be. I thought it would be easier. I mean, I'm using ink. I just apply more water, right? No, it's probably pretty much the same principle with not acrylic, watercolor. What do you call it? Markers, alcohol markers. There you go. I'll say watercolor something, watercolor pencils. Basically, it was just that where you use a colors blender to get the lighter shades, you just add more water. Basically, same principle. And the thing is, this paper really, really does not take a lot of water well. It would start crumpling up real quick. Well, not real quick, not as like my other sketchbook, but it crumpled up pretty much. Especially since I put water all over the background, and I wanted that bleeding effect in the background. I wasn't sure what I was going for. To be honest, I just liked the bleeding effect. I should have made a bigger dot still, right? Who am I talking to? You can't respond back to me. So yeah. And so I was trying to, and then I felt like I made a mistake with the skin. I made it a tad bit too dark because it blended, because I originally wanted to do the beats, the top part of the dress, which is the beat. Inspiration is a beat, B-E-E-T, not B-E-A-T, beat. So I originally wanted to make that dark, and I want to stick to that. But when I did the color comp, I made her skin a little bit fair and the hair dark, but instead I decided to make her skin darker and her hair fair. So when it came to the final, I think it's not technically her skin, but the shading I put on her skin matched a bit too much to, the top. But the pants came out better than I expected. The bottom part, it kind of blended in because I think I made it too light, and I was trying to make it darker, but without making too dark, and I didn't think I got the shade down. Outlining things really, really did help though. I instead of going for a pen or a black pen or a dip foundation pen, I just used a brush, whatever. I'm kind of lazy, but now with all those technical things out the way, here's the other stuff. The other stuff. Okay, so doing this take me back to my sophomore year of college, because that was when I did the most fashion illustration classes. After that, I didn't took any extra fashion. I took like Japanese and other classes, but during that time, I took extra fashion illustration classes because like I was in general. After the first semester, you choose between fashion and general. I chose general, but I took night fashion classes because I was very interested in it. I was still interested in it, but I wasn't sure I wanted to do that as my major because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do after that. So, if I want to continue doing illustration after the first 2 years, because after the first 2 years, you could go and do toy design for your bachelor, graphic design, etc. And yeah, and I stuck to illustration throughout, so I could have done fashion illustration. Plus, I was taking extra classes. I could have done fashion illustration the first 2 years, but I didn't. I digress. But the whole thing I remember was during the class, my teacher. One thing I always, someone caught on, someone didn't. Sometimes I was always exaggerating the limbs, the arms and the legs and the waist, like just making them like, if the figure is naturally 8 heads tall, make them 9, 10. Well, yeah, I think that's they make them 10 heads tall. If they're 6 heads tall, make them 8. If they originally 10 heads tall, make them 12. Pretty much make them 2 heads taller than they originally are. And I think that I caught on to that real quick. And it was my last fashion class I took, which was around my 3rd or 4th semester. I found like the reason why I continued taking it was because I really like learning how to render the fabric. I think that's the whole point of fashion illustration, is rendering fabric and exaggerating the figure. well, the most key points is not like everything, but anyhow, take fashion illustration, you'll learn more. You understand better than me explaining it. I mean, I only took extra night classes. I didn't take the whole course, so I'm not probably the best one to talk about it. But then there was a point in class that said, okay, the figure is down. Okay, now exaggerate it. I'm like, what? And it took me a very long time to catch on what you say. Okay, now work on it. And I didn't know what to work on. You just like, okay, and I just like, I'm just standing there. I'm like going around. I shouldn't go around, so maybe I should just concentrate what I'm doing. It wasn't until I did, but instead of going around the class and see what everyone else did, I was just standing there, and I just made up the most randomest things, and I would come up with the most random figure, and he was like, "Oh, what is this?" And it's kind of embarrassing. Well, he didn't say it on my face, but it was until the last semester that I finally caught on. I'm like, and looking at and I finally went around looking at other people's drawings. It's like, that's what he's talking about. And I applied to mine, and he's like, oh, Gabby finally did, he did it. It's really great work. And I'm like, I don't know what you've been doing all this other time, but I really like it because you always had these nice figures and you mess them up. And I'm like, oh, yeah, because I didn't say it out loud. Like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, because I'm finally caught on. I understand now. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's what this takes me back to, and I was thinking of like how to render the fabric throughout the whole process. And then the thing that also I like caught on naturally to me when I was taking fashion illustration classes was drawing legs long, because I just like doing that in general, even in my own drawings. Even when I was a kid, I always drew long legs. It was actually drawing proportions that was very difficult. But now I don't have that problem as much. I still like to exaggerate my legs because if I drew it too short, it looks off to me. I don't know why. Even if it's in proportion, like I'm measuring, like no, this is proportionally right. Like if I count the heads, this is proportionally right. But aesthetically, this is wrong. I think that's the general idea. And I'm talking more about my class than I am about this drawing. That because I pretty much, it was 3 minutes. It took me 3 minutes. It is Okay, so all I have to do now is add white. I originally was going to use either this white or this white, but then I remember I had a perfectly good white to use, so I'm going to use this white and hope for the best. It's been a while. You can see it's quite dry, and my battery may die in any moment, so I might as well say it now. I hope you find this video helpful, inspirational, or like a good backdrop just to listen to in the background. There we go. And I'm just gonna add some whites. Can you see it? Nope, it's not opaque enough. Okay, it's just wrap that. No, it's not opaque enough. Okay. Okay, it's adding some white now. So when I first used it, it was very, very opaque. I guess because it was still pretty easy to use, but it dried up over the years. It shows more in the darker pink, I think, maybe. Hold on. It says opaque. Let's see. That's why I bought it. Okay, I showed some a little bit. Let's see how dry it is. See how dry my paint is. Well, it's technically not paint. My ink is waterproof. Oh, this is waterproof too. Awesome. I I bought a whole other waterproof because I didn't know this one was waterproof. Huh. I'm brilliant. Okay. just want to add a little bit more whites to the drawing for shine and sheen, and also in the clothing. That's just her face and the clothing. Ooh, okay, there we go. There's my white I was looking for. My very opaque bright white that is going to dry very, very dull. So might as well layer it up while I have chance, right? Mostly on this side because this side has the most light coming from it. So she's here, then light coming from here. Just adding a lot more white to that. Just don't be afraid to add white. It's waterproof, so I can add color back onto it if I need to later on. You know, almost forgot the most important thing to add white to. That purse. I want to add white onto that arm. Oh shoot, yep, here it goes. Here it is, it's almost ending. Okay, come on. Almost there, almost there. Just a little bit more white. Give me a little bit more white than that. A little bit more white. It's gonna shut down. No, I'm almost done, I promise. A little shine to the shoes. Especially her shoes is dots, so it's gonna add dots, small dots to her shoes. And dots to her bag. Because she has a mulberry bag. It's supposed to be a berry, so shiny. Right? Jewelry, of course. And you know, I think that's it. So I'm gonna call it quits while I'm ahead. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do a quick. So here it is in all its glory, the one color challenge. What do you think? Good? Bad? Hideous? So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button if you to see more like this. Also support me if you like what I'm doing. Support me on Patreon. I have some special videos that's only on there. Check those out. Thank you for watching. Bye. Okay, I'm stopping.